Good day, everyone. My name is Centeotl Sanchez, but you can call me Santi. I am truly honored to be here today to share my academic journey and the research that I am currently developing as part of my graduate studies. I completed my bachelor's degree in teaching English as a second language at the University of Guadalajara, where I laid the foundations for my interest in teaching, identity, and representation in English language education. During my undergraduate studies, I became increasingly aware of the gaps and silences in educational materials, how textbooks often overlooked communities, voices, and experiences that deserve to be seen. This realization guided me toward the path I am now following. At the moment, I am studying a master's degree in English language and cultural studies at the University of Guadalajara. I am based in the city of Guadalajara, Jalisco, a place full of history, culture, and academic life. This environment constantly pushes me to reflect on how education can and should adapt to the complexity of the world we live in. My thesis is titled Expanding Representation in English as a Second Language, a comparative analysis of traditional versus inclusive approaches to language identity and inclusion in a high school workbook. For this research, I am working with the workbook English Trail 6 by H.Q. Mitchell and Marlene Malgocchiani. My project consists of adapting this material to include stronger and more authentic representations of marginalized communities, with a special focus on indigenous communities in Mexico and LGBTQIA identities. Additionally, I am enriching the readings with more evolved contexts that address issues such as social and ethical responsibility, media ethics, and the search for the truth, among other critical topics. These dimensions not only make a content more current and relevant, but also challenges students to engage in critical thinking while practicing English. After adapting the material, I compare it to the original version and present both to English teachers, gathering their perspectives on how inclusive and socially responsible content influences teaching practices, student engagement, and identity development. To give you a brief example of what this practice looks like, I have created sample pages that reflect this inclusive approach. On one page, students learn from Huichol artists who share their colorful yarn paintings and explain how each symbol tells stories of their culture, history, and language. On another page, a story from a school music club introduces characters who collaborate, perform, and support one another while also modeling the use of preferred pronouns. This is a small but powerful way to normalize respect for diverse gender identities in everyday school settings. Together, these examples show how materials can validate student identities, highlight cultural diversity, and introduce social values in ways that connect naturally with the language. This research matters because language learning is never just about grammar and vocabulary. Textbooks shape how students see the world and how they see themselves in it. By expanding representation, we can create classrooms that validate all identities, foster empathy, and prepare students to navigate social, ethical, and cultural challenges. I believe that education has the power not only to teach a language, but also inspire inclusion, respect, and awareness. Through this project, I hope to spark a broader conversation about how English language teaching materials can become tools for empowerment and transformation. To conclude, I would like to share the words of Paulo's prayer, which capture the heart of my research and my vision as an educator. Education does not change the world. Education changes people. People change the world. Thank you very much.